Hello, everyone, and welcome back to On Tap Bets. We apologize for the hiatus, but we're back, and we promise you we're going to bring you some winners. It is Thursday night. We got Thursday night football. We're in the trenches. It feels like a retro episode of Bears on Tap. I'm sitting here with my guy, Joey, Mr. Joey Ricotta. Joey knows nothing. Both got some tickets in right now. I have some nasty shit in. I got some college football bets and Bears money line plus 220 because leaves his hardest battles for his toughest soldiers. Week in and week out, I promise you. Until this streak is over, and it's not over yet until this whistle goes 0 at the end of the fourth quarter, the Bears money line is in my slips. But Mr. Joey, how are you doing, my man?
Woo! I'm doing good.
Hey, 17-3 right now, second quarter. Someone timestamp this because it can't get any better, right?
It can get a whole hell of a lot worse, as we saw last week. Hey, man, let's enjoy it while we can, though. Fields looks great. The offense is actually rolling. I thought Getsy.
Volkamet just went over his yards because they took the halfway. Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt. I just hit a bet.
Oh, you did hit the bet. Okay, good.
They took away a half yard, and then he got it right back.
There we go. See, we know. We just have the good vibes tonight. Doesn't even matter. We're gonna fucking smash every bet tonight. I got some shit out there that I'm actually a little bit. I don't feel great about though, because I got some stuff out there that's like Washington, WFT, WTF, what the fuck type of bets mixed in there with the parlays.
Yeah, you took Sam Howell's over. I was a little disappointed in you, Joey, because I get your alerts when you put the slips in.
Bro, I didn't like the Bears secondary was trash coming in this game. We know that it was like a JV squad out there, like an ambulance team was basically out on the field. So yeah, I don't know. So right now though, Bears look great and I'm just enjoying it, man. I just don't have the stream in here. I'm a little upset, so we're going to keep
all right, so I'll give you the rundown. So it's 4th and 4. Mooney just dropped another fucking cookie. He's playing like absolute dog water tonight. Okay, it wasn't a cookie. I have a cracked phone. I cracked my phone on Sunday, so the crack was where the hand was. It is what it is. Fields taking blame, though. You know what I'm saying, though? I think Fields is playing well right now.
Speaking of crack,
Cairo Santos is coming out for a 36-yarder. So hold on.
Crack him.
He banged it. All right. Cheers to that. It's 20-3 at the half. But, yeah, I mean, we didn't have time to do the show before the game. We kind of talked about doing it during the game. We're definitely not going to be here for the whole game because we want to watch the rest of it. But do you have at least Bears money line? Did you at least place it? I put exactly $51 on it, especially to – and hold on, let me run it back. Rest in peace to Dick Butkus.
That's why. Bears money line, Dick Butkus day, baby.
Well, I had the money line before because that's just kind of like my MO. Like I'm always betting the Bears. Like it's whatever. I'll make up for it through the rest of the slate if they lose. It's fine.
You're a sick bastard.
When the Bears, I listen to the fucking sports talk radio because I'm a miserable prick all the time about my teams, and I was actually on the phone with Lucas. I'm not gonna lie. I was on the phone with Perfetti. And he goes, he had to say it like 3 times, basically. I'm not going to keep saying it because it just makes me sad saying it. But he had to keep repeating it. And I'm like, no, you're not. Like, this is not real. And the thing for me, man, like, obviously we're both young guys. We never got to see him play. He played the game how you want anyone to play the game, right? Like, the hits, the effort, the heart, the quotes after the game. Dude was a quote monster, a Miller Lite sponsored guy. Like just he was Chicago through and through. And to be honest, one thing I would say is like I kind of miss that we didn't have a senior linebacker presence, maybe a Roquan or someone that's been in that room for 4 or 5 years that we could entrust that, like, no matter what happens tonight, 10 tackles, strip sack, pick, whatever, like an Urlacher or a Briggs, like Roquan, anyone like that. We don't have that right now. It is what it is, but rest in peace to an absolute Bears legend and someone that if you're a young football player, you should try to play the way that he played within the bounds of maybe no clotheslines or any of the illegal hits. But it was a different time, and he was able to get away with it. And during his time, he was the most physical player in the whole league.
Bro, he used to absolutely murder people. And, of course, I wasn't
He would be a walking targeting in today's football.
Oh, absolutely. Like you see that play that happened earlier with like kind of helmet to helmet. I think it was Roshan Johnson and I didn't see
Yeah.
I forget who was tackling him, but like plays like that, just imagine that times 25, like times 100. Because
With a
that would
way
be
less
he wouldn't have
better
spun
helmet.
around.
Those
Like, he
helmets
wouldn't
were
have
not what they got today. The helmets they got today are like memory foam pillows on their head. Not good with what they were wearing back in the day, but
just watching those clips though, man, those old highlights. And yeah, like you said, he was Bears through and through. And it does feel like a kind of an old Bears on tap episode between
it
me and you
does.
because we
I miss
are
Q. Maybe we'll phone Q at halftime if we can.
huge Bears. Yeah, we
Maybe,
should have Q on
maybe
anyway.
just send Q the link and say join us at halftime if you can. Just do
All
it
right,
right now.
I'm gonna do it right now.
And if
You
he
keep
can,
talking.
he can. If he can't, he can't. But for right now, so yeah, what I'm sweating is cool. Listen, I went 7-0 on the Europa League this morning. I went on some full degen shit. I didn't tweet it, so of course they all hit, but they don't count. Over 44.5 in the Bears game, minus 110. Bears money line plus 220. Cole Kmet over 31.5, which already hit unless there's some crazy play where he goes backwards later in the game. And then a free bet on Cole Kmet over 39.5 with a touchdown plus 525. Right now, my action says 4-0 plus 828 projected, so 828 units. Everything is 1 unit except for the Bears. I put $51 on it, and then I have some CFB. The Bears just got picked too. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Hold on.
Tyler Parker's here in the comments. He said interception by the rookie, not the
Sam Howell. To the best Strowman in Chicago, baby. To the best Strowman in Chicago.
That's blasphemous.
Cry your heart out, Marcus. And then I also got some CFB, and some got a chance, some don't. But Liberty over 34.5 total points. They're on the Sam Houston State 46. With 4 minutes left in the third. I need a touchdown there. And then I got Western Kentucky minus 6. And I doubled down immediately when they went down minus 2.5. So with the 7-0 morning, the Action Network currently reads.
Dude, your morning.
It currently reads 13 projected. Listen, hasn't finished yet. Projected 13-1 plus 16.4 units. So let's go Bears. But what are you sweating right now? What are you sweating right now? And then let's get into the ride for this weekend because there are some good games in college. There are some good games across the board, and we're going to cover them all.
Yeah, no, we got a lot to talk about this week. A lot of great games in college. So we're going to start naturally in the NFL and go in reverse order because the NFL looks kind of like a poopy slate, in my opinion, this week. But Bears, I took Bears with a little 50% boost. I got them at plus 315, but they had a $10 limit on me. That was kind of bullshit. Thank you, DraftKings, for doing that to me every single week now. Love you guys for doing that. Thanks a lot. DJ Moore.
Because you're winning, man. You're winning. You're beating them, and they're like, fuck you, dude.
I honestly think that's it, dude, because think about it. They only put limits on people that are actually kind of crushing.
You don't get limited if you're losing your bets, dude. I promise you that.
No, I've been getting limited on DraftKings. It's other books I have been getting my ass kicked on, but DraftKings I've been fucking over lately. So excuse my language, but I've been getting you guys. DJ Moore over 52.5. He crashed out.
Cracked it first reception.
That was
right?
the first
58 yards. Right?
First
58 yards, first reception.
Yeah, so he smoked that one. Bears over 44.5, and they look like they're going to get that by themselves. Fields over 185.5. He's at, 185 right now. So looking good there. Herbert over 11.5 receiving yards. There's still time, but it probably needs like 1 or 2 catches to get there. So we'll see there.
The thing is with the Bears this week, and I was telling my brother this because he's got Herbert in fantasy. We're not doing what we did last week. Every drive we get the ball, we're trying to get 7. Yeah. They're at what, 20 right now?
Do you think they should have went for it on that 4th and 1? I know I like taking the points. I feel like he was scared.
I think they should have, but in hindsight, it doesn't matter because they got this pick right here. And even if you're up 23-3, right, you're up 20 points at half. You're able to regroup. Sam Howell and them have done nothing. Like, your over may hit because they're not going to run the ball at all. It might be a luck over like that, but
is this a
to be honest, you look like Sam Howell his junior year. He shaved his beard. He looks like He looks like he drives an ice cream truck and not a nice one. Let me tell you that. But
how loud is the music playing in the neighborhood?
Yeah, it's playing like the song music essentially. But my thing right now is we haven't won a game we have 19 days. Okay, 19 days if we don't win tonight to make it a full calendar year that we don't win a game, right? So that's where the Bears are at. We're sweating all of that. But we do have a game in my house in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium Saturday or Sunday morning. What did Scott say?
Just check it out.
Insert the remember the Titans score. We blitz all night. They better not gain another yard. Run it up. Leave no doubt. Absolutely. That's what the Bears got to do. But
go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I like that, Scott. We're going to fucking East London in the morning. We're going to Tottenham. We're going to my boys' my Soldier Field, London for me. Okay, I will go there one day, just not today. And we start with a good game. The total's 48.5. Jaguars plus 5.5. They stayed out there last week, so they've been out there because they played the Toy Story game last week against the Falcons. But taking on the Bills. And the Bills come off a big win against the Miami Dolphins, team that put up 70 on the Broncos 2 weeks ago. Where do you fall on this game? And, I mean, listen, you can push and punt on any other game on the slate. This is 8:30 in the morning, Sunday morning. It's going on the slip no matter what, something. So give me what you got.
8:30 in the morning. So
we're degenerates. Why wouldn't we bet on this game?
Yeah, you have to bet on. Dude, Jacksonville's just that team, though, that London team. It's like they're home. So they didn't have to go anywhere, really, though. If you think
they stayed there. They stayed there this last week.
Yeah, so Jacksonville plus 5.5, I feel like that's a pretty healthy look. I know the Bills just ran over Miami, but I felt like the Bills were going to win that game. What was the spread there? Like 2.5? I forget what the spread was.
I took Buffalo. Yeah, it was -2.5 for Buffalo.
I liked that call. I actually bet Buffalo as well, and I think I had the Bills. It
didn't feel right, but it felt right, and it hit. So
I had the Bills over 27.5 team total, and I felt really good about that. I think I had a half unit on that.
They hit it by halftime. Yeah,
they
were either at 21 or 28.5.
Well, if you're going to give up 30 points to the Broncos, the Miami defense could certainly use some improvements there. Even though I think what was the score? 70 to
no, 70 to 20. 70 to 20.
70 to 20. Okay, so but the Bills have been rolling in certain aspects too with Josh Allen and them. So, I do think that Jacksonville here is going to come to play. I think plus 5.5 is pretty nice there. What do you think?
Fields for a first down, first and goal. I think you know what? I'm gonna roll with you because jet lag's a bitch, right? And wait, hold on, don't tell me because I'm on Hulu, so I'm gonna stream behind me.
Don't check the comments, then.
If my friend caught a goddamn touchdown, oh my God, Lucas just liked my text where I said I should have put 100 on my same game parlay.
Dude,
that's my fucking friend. Let's go. I at least hit the plus 500 one though, because he's getting 40 yards. That's my guy. I met him at the Cougars game, bro. He came to my work. 27-3 Bears. Cole Kmet touchdown. Same game parlays are about to bang. I'm looking at Commando fans and Sean Taylor jerseys just in absolute shambles. I'm sorry. We were so due. But Jacksonville, okay, so this is what I think, right? Jacksonville's going to have to slow this game down. They're not – you can't get into a shootout with them, right? Trevor Lawrence may be able to go toe-to-toe with Josh Allen, right? But
he can.
The Jaguar – listen, if it was college, if it was Clemson, Wyoming, right? But the Jaguars are not at the level that the Bills are. I think that –
Whoa, did you just throw Wyoming into that? Do you know how many times they're under fucking cashes? You should have not thrown Wyoming into that.
Listen, I got a homie that goes there, and he runs for like 150 yards a week. So if they ever put his props up,
just hammer it down.
Yeah, no, that's a great screenshot for whoever gets that one. That was incredible. But Jaguars plus 5.5 will take the points. They have been in London all week. Their owner, Shad Khan, owns Fulham Football Club. It's a London team. So, listen, they're not just in London and they don't know their surroundings. Shad Khan probably has them in the best hotel. He's got all the best amenities. They are on a vacation while they're working, okay? And fuck it, right? Like, maybe even a sprinky binky on the money line. Because listen, we talk about letdown spots though, right? Like letdown spots. The Bills just beat the Dolphins. I know we came on this show and beat our chest about the first week of the season, saying that before the first week of the season, saying the Bills would win the division. You beat the Dolphins the way the Dolphins have been playing, you're probably going to win the division. But let's not spend too much time on it. Let's get into the grossness that is the rest of this Sunday. First game on the action. Plus 12.5 New York Giants at Miami Dolphins. Do they bounce back? And do they bounce back to the tune of a 13-point win?
Miami Dolphins. 13-point win, man.
I think this might just be an over game. Over 47.5. It's under 50. The Giants aren't going to stop the Dolphins, right? They're probably not going to stop them. So
what's the team total at then? Let's look at that.
The team total, yeah, pull it up.
Yeah, are you on? What are you using?
Actually, it has everything in here. Just got to not be a technological nerd or non-nerd. And I have Hulu on the bottom of the screen. Their team total is 30.5.
Yeah,
better off taking over. That's what I'm dealing with right now with whatever fucking school I took over 34.5.
I see a 29.5 too. Smash that.
Oh yeah, 29.5 on Rivers. I'm at the boys. The boys got the 29.5. All right, maybe 29.5 for them because listen, the Giants are bad. And Joey, remember when we talked about a few weeks ago with overs? Turnovers lead to more points.
They can.
Daniel Jones is throwing a pick, buddy. I'm sorry. I don't know if he's on your fantasy team or whatever, but he's throwing a pick. Let's roll Dolphins over 29.5. This game right here, though, loser leaves town game. Derek Carr is injured. Maybe he plays, maybe he doesn't. Could have Jameis Winston. But it's New Orleans traveling to New England. New Orleans is -1.
Dude, you see how bad Mac Jones looks?
He does.
I think, all right, this might be a hot take, but I don't think some quarterbacks, like the younger guys, are really hard to judge. And I don't want to sit here and say they're going to be awful. Like Desmond Ridder, for example, right? I don't think he's been good by any means, obviously. Neither has Bryce Young. But I feel like Mac Jones, either Jones, really. Mac Jones, in my opinion, is the worst starting quarterback in the NFL. He has been worse than Josh Dobbs, who has actually been decent, not even in that discussion.
Dude, listen, they put up points on the Niners last week. They helped me get to my over.
Who? Oh, the Cardinals, yeah.
Yeah.
Cardinals have been solid, man. Like, decent, better than expected, I think. They're kind of sneaky. Joshua Dobbs, he finally got his jersey, available. So
in the team store. Yeah, he didn't have his jersey in the team store.
So now it's in the team store. People can order it. Now he's, feeling himself even more. So, I think Mac Jones McCorkle sucks.
McCorkle sucks, so you taking the Saints?
He got benched last week for Bailey Zappi. Yeah, I'm going Saints here. What do you think? Money line.
Wait, hold on. What's the money line? It's probably -120. It's -112. And the -1's -105. This is a money line game. Why even waste the time? Why even waste the time over a -1 for $7? Fuck that. Take the money line. I'm not sitting here for 3 hours in a gross-ass game for them to win 19-18 and push. I'll roll with that. And honestly, the Patriots, too, you talk about injuries. Christian Gonzalez went down. I know they just traded for J.C. Jackson, got him back from the Chargers for a real bargain because J.C. Jackson became who he was off the Patriots. But Bill Belichick's in trouble. He better learn Chinese or he better move to Florida because he ain't ever winning another Super Bowl again. And you can clip that if you're a Pats fan, but Tom Brady's not walking out that tunnel. I promise you that. So unless he can recreate magic with another 6th-round pick, as much as he's done for the NFL, I love what he's done, even though he won 6 Super Bowls through a majority of my life and there was no fucking parity. It was good to see greatness because I appreciated Tom Brady. It's over. He should might as well just like enjoy the rest, enjoy retirement because he's not going to get back. Yeah, go fishing. He's not going to get back what he had. This next game though, Baltimore -4.5, over under 38 against Pittsburgh at Pittsburgh.
Over under 38. Wow, that's a low freaking number. And I know Pickett is kind of questionable, right? Is that
Pickett is questionable, so it could be Mitch.
Could be. Oh man, Tomlin at home. This is a rivalry game. I actually bet the Steelers here +4 because I feel like you're at home in a rivalry divisional matchup. Close game. I know you love your Ravens this year, but I think 4 points is kind of a lot here as a dog. You're basically saying that the Ravens are a touchdown, 7-point favorite.
Give me like a minute and a half on this because I gotta let the dog out real quick.
Oh, you're good.
Not my dog, partner's dog, or not partner, but roommate's dog.
It's all right. So yeah, I do think that Pittsburgh here in this spot makes a lot of sense. At home, like I said, divisional game. I think Tomlin's going to get these guys ready to go. I put that bet in actually very early on in the week. I put it in on Sunday night, early Monday morning, I think was when I bet that +4. So that is something I'm looking at. Then you got the Titans here, 12 o'clock game. Not to move ahead super fast before Bdon can get back and actually give his picks, but Titans travel to Indianapolis -2.5 for the Titans, favored on the road, over under 43. This is kind of a tough one. I struggled with it a little bit. I feel like situationally, though, for me, it made sense to go ahead and take the money line with the home team. So I went with the Colts in this matchup. Or no, sorry, I actually went. So I bet this really early.
Wait, did you skip past Steelers-Ravens? Did you finish on Steelers-Ravens? Because I didn't give a bet.
We need your take on that. Yeah, what were you doing with?
What did you take?
So I went +4 with the Steelers.
So I think we're going to go Bdon first half here. Bdon -2.5 first half of the Ravens.
Ravens minus
in and out. The Ravens will be leading this game at halftime. I'm willing to bet, and I'm going to bet that it's going to be by at least 3 points.
All right. I could see it. I think it's going to be a close game, though. I don't think it's going to be like a slaughter fest for the Ravens. Could be wrong, but I think that defense is going to kind of show up here. So
let me go back. What game are you talking about next?
So I switched over to Titans and Colts, and I started saying that I was on the Colts, but that is just a goddamn lie. I was reading my own pick wrong. So I bet the Titans actually +100 Monday morning or late Sunday when I saw this thing come up.
That's a nice snack because it's -130 now, and it's -2.5. But I'm stupid enough to come with you.
You're going to take
the Titans are a more complete team. They have a better head coach. Quarterback position may not be better, and Anthony Richardson, as we saw last weekend, can bring you back in the game. But the Colts are a few years away. The Titans their window is closing shut. Give me a DeAndre Hopkins masterclass for fantasy, but I'd take the Titans 2.5.
I still don't mind it there. Really, I think this is
you got a better fucking jump than me. But I'm just saying, like, push come to shove, what I have available to me at the moment, because I didn't go ahead and make a bet, I would take Titans.
But if it's one thing I know, you don't. So a lot of times you don't bet the football games early on, and I haven't been for the most part this year either because I haven't been on top of it. But you always seem to. It doesn't really matter if you get good closing line value or not. For you,
I just fire, dude.
You just look at the sides and you're like, "That's who's going. That's who's going." I don't care what the number was at. That's what I'm at.
So. Sometimes. Well, when it comes down to CLV, if it comes down to a bet like that I'm making and I can shop and see where I get the better price, I'll do that. But yeah, like.
Oh, definitely.
For me, listen, dude, if I'm putting in 25 bets on a fucking Saturday, I'm not loading the account up or have the account loaded up to make all those bets ahead of time. So I'm like,
that's true degeneracy.
Whatever, but it makes me hungry and we win every weekend, so we'll find a way. But Yeah, like this morning, I had 5 units loaded up at 11:45. All 5 units came home, plus some, and then some of them were plus money.
So the
And
games
then
you were betting this morning, were you watching those?
I didn't watch. I will only watch the last bet of the day, or the
Which
last bet
one
of the
was
morning. It was Villarreal money line. They play in La Liga against Stade Rennais. Again, they play in the fucking French league or whatever. And the Spanish team was at home, and they were plus 115. And their like home field is considered the Yellow Submarine. They don't lose at home. So to get plus money there, I was just like, I'm already up. Like I put it on there. The Yellow Submarine fucking came home, and we put units on the Bears in a lot of different ways. But the next game is Carolina plus 10 against Detroit minus 10 over under 44. Detroit doesn't have a good defense, dude. I'm taking the over here. Their defense isn't bad, but like this game's at Detroit, dude. Detroit's scoring at least
Jordan Love in the Packers.
Detroit scored at least 28, probably 30.
So yeah, what's their team total at? That's my next question again. Do you want to rely on Carolina? That's the question.
Turnovers.
Yeah. Is Bryce Young is healthy, so that's it. I mean, that's
the team total. Oh, it's a whale. 27.5. Everywhere, and it's plus 100 on MGM.
All right. Yep.
That's a good one. You don't have to tell me anything further on this game. The Panthers suck. The Bears are going to have the first 2 picks in the draft. The next game, this is a better game. It's 2-2 and 2 teams. It's Houston traveling to Atlanta. Houston plus 1.5. Atlanta minus 1.5. Over under 41.5.
Ooh, my gut was telling me that I wanted to go Houston here, but the problem is I feel like Atlanta coming off of that kind of embarrassing loss.
You got smoked, yeah.
But then you think about the travel aspect too. So now I want to go back to Houston. I'm tossed up.
CJ Stroud, me and my brother were literally just talking about how good CJ Stroud's look, dude. CJ Stroud has looked phenomenal this year.
He looks great. Nico Collins, he's got weapons. Tank Dell, like they got weapons.
They got weapons.
I think I made
up my mind. I faded Houston last week because I was sitting there when I was putting everything in before the game started, like 11:30, because I was sweating some Premier League shit, and I was like Pitt minus 2.5, dude. I don't know. I like the number. I know it's on the road. I found out after I put it in, it was like J.J. Watt Ring of Honor day, so I knew I was smoked. But did I know I was smoked to the tune of 30-7? Absolutely not. But the problem becomes the second I place this bet on Houston, the Falcons win this game by 40.
All right, so don't do it. So this is what we're actually going to do.
This is our first game where we go against each other.
Nope, we're gonna get in and get out.
Oh, because I need Bdon. Hold on. I'm gonna go prop. Because everyone
they bumped up CJ Stroud's rushing yards prop, and I've been smashing that the last couple.
14.5.
Yeah, they bumped it up. It used to be like 7.5, 6.5.
They bumped up Bijan's rushing yards too at 77.5.
I switched my bet though. I'm going first half Houston. I might go full game later on and just take both, but first half money line Houston.
Should we lock in on our first half full time different? Like first half Houston, full time Falcons. It doesn't matter. This doesn't count towards the record. We just put $10 on it each, and that shit's plus 800 no matter what, because it's the Houston Texans first half money line, and it's 3-way, so it's no tie. And then the Falcons win the game.
A parlay?
No, it's literally like, how halftime full time is for soccer.
Oh, okay, gotcha. It's plus 800.
Texans. No, I don't know what it is, but I can pull it up, certainly. I'll pull it up since I talked about it. But it's 3-way money line, so there's no tie first half. It would be Houston first half. 3-way money line. They could be up by 1 or 10. It doesn't matter. And then the Falcons win the game. I'm going to look up the odds. It seems like the kind of perfect game to do it. Like,
I
Even
do that for
worse.
like a $5 or $10 bet, though. Yeah.
That's what I said, $10 bet. So
Yeah, full unit on the first half, though. Sure.
halftime final, excluding overtime. Okay, that's even sicker.
That's really sick, man.
Texans Falcons is plus 650.
This could be a good over game too. 41.5.
41.5 low. Oh no! Take that back. First half over 20.5.
First half over 20.5.
That's where we get 2 Bdon first halves right here, but we got to get rolling because the halftime show is about to be over.
Yeah, you're good because I do want to watch this game of it.
Maybe we'll just do NFL. Can you do college on Saturday?
If I'm Saturday, what's Saturday?
I can do college on Saturday.
You can do it in the morning.
So maybe we'll just do NFL and then we'll do college.
I can't do Saturday like during the day too long.
No, I'm talking before the first game of the day kicks off.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's just do NFL.
All right, so we're still on the noon slate, but
look at us scheduling shows and figuring out live while we're on here.
Look at us. We're Bears fans too, dude. We know this shit's gonna get a little, even though it's 27-3, it's gonna get a little tense.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, first live dog money line Bdon special spread special. I'm taking the spread and the money line. The Rams at home plus 4.5, plus 180 against an Eagles team that is 4-0, right? They are 4-0, but they're not the same team they were last year. I promise you that.
They really played this year too.
They haven't. They just went to overtime with Washington and barely snuck away with that one.
That's what I mean. I mean, they're not playing like world beaters out there. I think LA is sneaky kind of decent with Stafford back. And look at Puka.
Dude, that was my whale last week and my 2 whales. St. Louis or LA Rams money line. And I was supposed to go to that game with my dad. Now I owe him a ticket to Rams Packers at Lambeau later in the year. And then Notre Dame minus 5.5. Both came through. So,
bro, I should have whaled that.
Record-wise, wasn't a great week, but the whales came through. So it is what it is. But listen, at the very least, I'm taking the Rams on the spread. The money line will be determined on the performance that I have at the noon slate on Sunday, which it's like we said before we started, not necessarily the best one, but I'm taking the Rams plus 4.5. The public will be taking the Eagles. I don't know where the sharps fall, but people will see Eagles under 6 and hammer that. So
the money, more bets are on the Rams. The money is on the Eagles, percentage-wise. 65% of the money on the Eagles, 54% of the bets on the Rams. So,
fuck you. I'll be wearing my Steven Jackson jersey on Sunday because the Bears don't play. So
I'm also seeing plus 4.5 too. So that's not bad. Plus 4.5, I think. I like that. Plus 4.5.
I have my first double of the week though, and potentially of the season. This is going to be the whale of the weekend too. This is like, you can't lose this game, and at this number, I'm taking it 100 times out of 100 until they put me 6 feet in this earth.
Jeez.
Bengals first half minus 1.5, minus 110. Bengals minus 3 full game. Listen.
Excuse me. Holy shit.
You're good. We're drinking some beers. It's the fucking Cardinals. If you cannot get up and be up by 2 and win the game by 4, Joe Burrow, you better start returning some of that money because you're never going to get a Super Bowl in this league.
Is he healthy?
Maybe he's not. Maybe I'm an asshole. Either way. Minus 3 full game, minus 1.5 against the Arizona Cardinals, brother. It's Joe Burrow. He was in the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
I think something's wrong there. I really do. I think something's wrong there.
All right, so take the Cardinals then. You won't.
Yeah. You want me to fight you on this?
You won't. Take fucking Josh Dobbs.
I don't fucking want to.
His non-jersey in the team store having ass. His over 219.5 minus 115 had ass.
I really don't want to, though. That's the thing. You're just going to piss me off enough, so I'm going to have to take it.
I'm pouring another beer right now. Listen, roll with me on this, dude. Like, outside of Burrow, you don't think the Bengals are going to be up at half and win this game by, like, listen, worst case scenario, crack them, they win the game by 3.
All right, but who they had trouble with lately? They should have beaten up on some teams lately too. The Titans are not a better team than them. Are they?
No, they're not. They just have been playing like shit. But listen, Joe Burrow, Josh Dobbs, like, come on.
Man.
Listen, let me ask you this, right? Just broke the shit out of my phone. 3 years ago, if you were to ask me, right?
Great, we don't have the odds now because you broke your phone.
No, I got it. My phone's been broken. I got to go to the store. I've just been working all week. 3 years ago, right? If you had Justin Fields plus 220 against Sam Howell, would you not put every dollar in your entire family's name on it? Correct. Way different scenario because that's Ohio State, North Carolina, but you get what I'm going at, right?
Yeah. So Burrow, of course, against no name.
Liberty has to be shot. Liberty's going to ruin the perfect day. I need Sam. Oh, they're jackals.
It's just so much more than a quarterback game at the NFL level, though. Like, do you? And I get that too. Man. All right, I'll go. Should I ride?
First half in and out.
-1.5.
-1.5 first half.
I can't even look at the screen right now because I just keep staring at the number.
Yeah, the Bears game's about to start.
That's how you know I'm like conflicted on this. You know what?
You want to know what the big? All right, go ahead. Hit me with your point. I'm ready for it.
Oh, definitely going prop city in this game too, but I'm gonna fight you on this.
Fight me. You want to go Cardinals? They're at home.
Cardinals
+3.
+2.5 first half.
Oh, you're a jag off. We just get 19-17 because there's gonna be no fucking defense in this game.
I changed my mind already. I'm not the game.
You're not this game, okay? You're not a pervert like me.
No, I'm done. I'm done with that.
I saw an Instagram reel and it's like, I'm not an introvert or an extrovert. I'm a pervert. And that's sometimes what I say when I put these type of slips in. But listen, this is the biggest rat line.
You're so fucking stupid.
Dude, I got fucking Bears money line right now. Who bets Bears money line? We haven't won in over 300 days.
I did. So
I had NIU money. I had NIU money line when they beat Georgia Tech +800, and they hadn't won in like 600 days. So I love a good.
Speaking of NIU, can you do a little?
My brother just said, "Oh no, I could hear him." That's a flag in the end zone. Stevenson pass interference in the end zone. It's good for the over. It's fine.
Oh brother, here comes the fucking choke job.
Listen to the rat line of the week though. Chiefs -3.5 at the Vikings. It has to be the Vikings. It has to be the Vikings. It's stupid. It makes no sense. It's a take a shower after you place the bet type bet, but what's the over is 52.5. That's a lot of points.
That's a lot of points, yeah. That might be an underplay, right?
I don't like either team's defense.
Man, dude, Kansas City just sleptwalked through that Jets game. You think they're going to come out and try to ball here? I think look at what's first half for sure.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
-1.5 KC first half. That's what I'm riding with. They dominated the Jets basically.
Where's the -1.5? What book?
Early on in that game, they dominated the Jets.
Who did you get a touchdown from?
You know what? Let's go sicker than this. How about KC first quarter -0.5 point?
I like the first half better, but if you want to go first quarter,
first
half will be though. See, but you know what happened though? Because listen, dude, last week, you know how you took Minnesota full game. I took them first half. Kirk Cousins threw a pick on the 1 yard line, and then he threw another pick on the final drive, like when they were going in to score. So it's like, you know how all the time I say right bet, wrong result? That was like the ultimate like right bet, wrong result. Like Kirk Cousins just he smoked me out of that. Like I didn't have a chance. But -1.5, -2.5, anything under 3
for the first half.
Kansas City first half's good. Sam Howell just run it in for a 2-point conversion. It's 27-11. So
All right, that's
Listen,
fine.
the Bears got to answer. We still got time.
This game's not over though yet, though. That's why we got to hurry this up.
There's 3 games. There's 3 games. We're going to talk about the MLB, and we're going to talk about a little bit of footy, and then we'll be back on Saturday with the college football. But I am a bad person because I came on the show 3 weeks ago and said my plus 310 for the Cubs to make the playoffs already hit. Don't worry. And then the team shit down their entire leg, and Joey is busy with Cubs on Tap. I do both the college podcasts, but it is what it is. Now we have the time. We got the time to do the show every week, but yeah, the Cubs, I'll pour one out for them because that shit makes me sad. But
I'm not actually gonna do it because I don't want to make a mess. But I'm pouring one out.
You don't get another beer. But listen, this game right here, I like this game, and it's a nasty man special. Jets plus 2.5, traveling to fucking Denver. Denver's minus 2.5. The over/under is 43.5. I don't care about the total in this game. Give me the Jets plus 115. The Jets are 1-3, but they've played good football on the defensive side of the ball. My brother actually hit a plus 750 last week on Zach Wilson, 2 touchdowns, plus 250 or plus 200. He's tailed this with me after I put my already loser of a Chiefs bet in that I doubled down on and fucking lost that one too. And because I hit the team total, it was 27.5. And then Patrick Mahomes got sniped by a sniper rifle on the 2-yard line and didn't score a touchdown on the last play of the game, but I digress. Give me that shit. The Jets are winning this game. The Broncos beat us last week. We're not a good team.
Money line?
Yeah, plus 115.
Oh, all right.
Listen, my rule is if it's under 3, it's just a money line bet.
I thought
even sometimes, like last night when I took Jacksonville State, they were plus 3. Jacksonville State money line, and it ended up banging. So
it was under 3. Okay.
I think the Broncos are terrible. Russ is cooked, and that Jets. Listen, that Jets defense is going to get to him.
I think Russ is having a pretty decent season, though. I think that was a little over the top, my friend. Russ seems like he's bouncing back.
Pop me off the Russ left.
The defense is absolutely cooked. They are disgusting. So you know what? I'm not going to fight you on this, or not going to completely ride with you either. I think I'm going to take Jets going up against that defense. Zach Wilson looked decent on primetime last week, so I'm going to take Jets team total over 20.5.
Over 20, okay. Or 20.5. I'm taking the money line. I'll go down with that BYU motherfucker, but the game of the week, and I think the most important game for the scheme of the season, depending on where you get it, Dallas plus 4 or plus 3.5 at San Francisco. The game is in Santa Clara, also not a state, but the kryptonite of the Dallas Cowboys in the last 4 or 5 years, or ever since I've placed a bet slip, has been the San Francisco 49ers. And you know what? I said it to start the show. God leaves his hardest battles for his toughest soldiers. Give me the Cowboys money line here. I don't care. I have no explanation for it. I have nothing other than the fact that every time I've ever watched a Cowboys-Niners game, the Niners have kicked the absolute shit out of them. Give me the Cowboys here in this spot to wipe the slate clean. Give the Niners their first loss. It's not going to be pretty. It'll be a tight game. But with it being a game that my brother's screaming at Khalil Herbert. With it being a game that I can imagine, it's a field goal game. Listen, we talk about field goal games in gambling, right? At the very least, you should be on the plus 4.
You like that book?
I'm a sick fuck. I want the money line. I think the Cowboys get it done here. They've played really good football this season. I know they lost to the Cardinals, but the Cowboys are They're literally a college football. They're literally Alabama. They will be 3-3 at the half with South Florida and then beat the absolute shit out of everyone else they play. I know they're without Trayvon Diggs, but a lot of what the 49ers do is between the tackles. And if you're telling me that you need Brock Purdy to beat me and you can shut down what goes in between the tackles because you got Micah Parsons rolling up in there, the front 7 on the Cowboys is pretty strong. I think at least it stays within a field goal either way. And I'm willing, it's Sunday Night Football. I don't know where I'm going to be on this slate. It might be an ugly one. I might be hitting the Cowboys money line just to get it all back. You know what I'm saying? Like last week, I thought I was in a good spot, but then I looked at all my picks and I'm like, everything is minus. I like to have a little bit more, like a minus, a plus, an over, an under, a prop, a little bit of variation. And yeah, I got
a good mix this week, though.
Even though this week's not bad. Some overs. Oh, Fields just got padded at the line. Ah, shit. It's still 27-11. Yeah, that plus 525 same game parlay hit.
You know what the Bears team total was tonight?
It's probably 16.5.
Wow. That's actually disrespectful.
Was it?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I was like, I really do this shit, brother. Check me out. Follow me on Twitter. But
I don't know what to do with this game, though. To your point, like the Cowboys and Niners, I think I'm gonna have to put a little bit more thought into it. This is a tough, because like coaching wise, big stage. I want nothing to do with the Cowboys.
With Mike McCarthy, bitch ass, yeah.
Nothing to do with them in prime time, with him coaching. Absolutely nothing. So that's kind of where I'm very much struggling, I think. Like, yeah, I'll let you do your thing though with the Cowboys.
I'm taking the Cowboys money line.
I'll think about this.
And like I said, it's no explanation. It's simply like we talk about it all baseball season, right? Like you always hear me on like the day 4 of like the Cubs streak. I'm like, today's the day, or even other teams like, fuck.
Report. That's it.
Yeah, I was like, hold on, just let me go mute for a second. You can hear my brother. My brother was like, you should just go live and we should just sweat it out all together. I was like, we might be too loud, but
put him on in the background, have the TV going, just bring it out there.
They only have the team total listed for Washington. Oh wait, no, the Bears. It was 19.5. They hit it fourth drive.
Hold on. That's a really good number to take. I should have bet that. I didn't look at that. Dude, the Monday night game is disgusting.
Fields threw it to Herbert, and I think Herbert sprained his ankle. His leg bent in a way that it shouldn't have. And 2, it wasn't even to get the first down, unfortunately. But yeah, it's not. It's just the Cowboys have gotten smoked. They're due. In baseball terms, they're due, and we're about to get into baseball here before we close the hour up. But give me the Cowboys money line, and then Monday Night Football. This is a gross one, dude, right? And this is one I think we might have to side with the enemy. Green Bay Packers +1 at the Las Vegas Raiders, who Jimmy Garoppolo may be injured.
Garoppolo might be hurt, yeah, but is that like it is a bad thing with Aiden O'Connell, I think. He didn't look good this last week. Then he kind of looked better.
This is the pick'em. This is a -105 for Green Bay, -112 for Las Vegas.
He kind of looked better towards the end of that game against the Chargers, but it's Aiden O'Connell in his second start then, basically?
I don't like the Packers here, but I also don't think that, like, they got punked last week on Thursday Night Football.
Right.
I think they bounced back. I don't like it. I will take it, though, and it might be for 2 units. Packers money line.
Oh, man, I hope so much that this bet does not hit, but that's why I'm going to go with the Packers, too. Because
and you know what? If it doesn't hit, then we're happy anyways, because fuck the Packers. But I like just, head over heart, I'm thinking the Packers. But you said you wanted to talk some baseball. We have some baseball at noon tomorrow, Joey. And do you have any World Series futures before we get into the rest of the slate? Do you have anything that's still hanging around in the balance that might have a chance of cashing here this October?
Yeah, I actually bet the Orioles. I don't know what number I took them at, but I did bet the Orioles way, 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 way back when.
Well, listen, you are in the right boat, my friend, because I've been telling everyone for the last 4 days the Orioles are my playoff team. I'm not going to get as good of a number as you are, but I promise you when the units come back tonight, one of those will go out the Orioles at +650. So we'll ride that one out together. I do not like the pitching, and they lost Bautista. Bautista got to get Tommy John, so I don't like that at all.
Mm-mm.
But the bats.
The bats are just vicious, man.
The bats, that's just how they play.
Adley Rushman is my
they just fucking rake. So
Gunner.
Listen, of all the futures that are left, that's the only one that I like for the value. Like the Twins are not winning no goddamn World Series. I don't know.
I don't want to,
but
I can see them making it.
We'll go through since we'll just go through all the game ones. So we have 4 game ones tomorrow. They're all tomorrow. This is beautiful. It's a Friday too, so it's what you want from a baseball Friday. To start off, we have. I'm going to go to ESPN because they don't have the pitchers listed.
The problem is on the MLB app, it's like all TBD except Kershaw for the Dodgers and it's Verlander for Houston. So like it's very
doesn't have it listed. Yeah, I know Verlander's starting. Okay, so maybe we'll just have to. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to do the tweets tomorrow then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking it would probably be Merrill Kelly for the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, it depends. I forget who pitched the last couple games. Fott pitched one of them, right? Or Fott,
and then Zach Gallen. And Zach Gallen fucked me last night. He only got 4 strikeouts.
Dude,
Bears got a fumble.
No,
Alap just keeps saying ball. Alap just said ball like 50 times in the chat.
Ball. A lot of game left.
No, yeah, I need Fields to hit that 250 mark. But all right, so listen, if Merrill Kelly starts tonight, technically tonight by the time you listen to it, I'll just run through the lines. I'll tweet the picks out tomorrow, but basic, just run through the lines. You have Orioles minus 145. First playoff game in a while. Greg Stroman with a fumble recovery, the best fucking Stroman in the city. Rangers plus 120. The bats are hot, though, dude. I don't know who pitches. The over's at 8. I'd like to see who pitches. I'm not going to place anything until then. The Twins plus 135, over under 8. Verlander already on the bump, minus 160. Phillies, it's going to be Sanchez, dude. It's going to be Sanchez and it's going to be Strider. And listen, lock the Braves in at minus 1.5 plus 100. The Braves, listen, Linda, you're not listening. Strider has sucked so bad this year, right? He's terrible. He was like plus 55 million. He got the strikeouts.
What?
But
this is the most ridiculous shit you might have ever said. What did you just say?
He has been terrible, brother.
What?
Terrible. Listen, you know what it's not genuine. It's how I talk. You know what I'm saying?
All right, go ahead then. Go ahead.
He should have like a 1.1 ERA the way he strikes people out, but his shit's
he's right.
That's what I mean when I say it's terrible.
All right, I understand.
If it's Sanchez, they have had this same matchup 2 times in the last 2 months, and the Braves beat the fuck out of them both times. It didn't matter. Sanchez couldn't get out of the first. I mean, he did get out of the first inning, but he gave up runs in both first innings last time. The last 2 games. They started Wheeler. They started Nola. It's either Suarez or Sanchez. Who else would it be? Michael Lorenzen, maybe. If it's Lorenzen, give me under 8.5. Again, we'll tweet tomorrow.
Yeah.
But Sanchez, lean Braves spread. Lorenzen, lean under.
I'm about to do a little more digging to see who they really think is pitching.
Merrill Kelly, Diamondbacks plus 1.5, minus 130. Just don't care. Fuck the Dodgers, dude. But if it's not Merrill Kelly, we lose real sense.
You mean America Kelly?
America Kelly, yes, America Kelly.
You know what, dude? I think the Diamondbacks might have a decent shot in this series, but I think the Dodgers come out with – I'll just talk series in general here. Dodgers win that series. I think the Phillies actually take care of business against the Braves. And I think the Rangers got hot at the right time. They might actually beat the Orioles. And I think the Astros. I think it's going to be Rangers, Astros, Phillies, Dodgers. That's my pick. What do you think?
I think
Just for
Orioles. No, I'm just so serious. I go Orioles. I go Astros. Orioles, Astros, Braves, Diamondbacks.
Oh, all right.
I think the Diamondbacks have lightning in a bottle right now.
We're very different then.
Yeah, no, we'll see how it goes. But let me just run through some Premier League for
and
Saturday.
don't get me wrong, I want the O's to win. So
yeah, I'm rolling O's future plus 650. Let me know the line that you got it at, and we'll tweet it out. But Tottenham Hotspur, baby, they travel to
Tottenham scam.
They travel to newly promoted side Luton Town. They're playing in a stadium of 10,000 people. That, if you're in your house that is next to this stadium, you can hear every nook and cranny and every single crack. They are scoring in the first half. Is Luton Town? Probably not. Our goalkeeper has been pretty solid. The defense has been nice at the back. They just beat Liverpool 2-1 last week. I got that shit plus 180, tweeted it out. For free 99. Give me Tottenham first half minus 110. It's at 6:30 in the morning. You don't even have to watch it. Just place it Friday night. You wake up Saturday morning with an extra unit in the account.
I guarantee you, if I bet on this match, I will use the soccer term match.
Luton Town plus 525 money line.
Fuck if you, I bet on this, it's losing.
Oh yeah.
So should I tell you?
Tell, dude, I like it. It's in.
All right.
The next one I do like too. This one is the same day, but at 11:30. So right around when college football kicks off again. Don't even have to watch it. Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest. We're gonna go with a good old fashioned both teams to score. All you're asking for is each team to put one goal in the net. A 1-1 gets it done. Minus 110, I'll take it. Both teams could win this game, but I do like both teams to score, and both teams have done so pretty well. Crystal Palace just beat Manchester United the other week, 1-0. So I got fuck as Man U didn't score in that game, but I like Nottingham. They play a little bit different than them. And then this next one, this is Sunday. This is, again, you will have two screens going side by side. You have Jaguars plus 5.5 on one screen, and you have Liverpool money line plus 115 on the other. And both will go to the cash window, and that's just where we're at. There's another 8 a.m. bet that, in my eyes, is a lock. It's both teams to score over 2.5 goals. It's West Ham United against Newcastle United. Newcastle just beat Mbappe 4-1. I know you don't know shit about soccer, but I know you know who Mbappe is, brother. Mbappe came to England and got beat by a goddamn field goal. The match combo on BetMGM for both teams to score over 2.5 is minus 105. That's a hammer spot for me. I'm taking it. Both teams find the net. West Ham is, oh my God, of course it goes away. It brings me to Spain real quick. West Ham's at home. They're scoring. Newcastle scored 8 goals about 10 days ago, and they just scored 4 goals 2 days ago. Both teams are scoring. This game's going over. Joey, that's the one that you take. Don't take the Tottenham because I don't want to wake up I don't want to be the only one up in the morning on this bet. Like, I fucking hate my team.
Yeah, because then I'll wake up just angry if I see it.
The hammer, the lock, the no matter what, maybe second screen next to the Jaguars because Brighton could beat Liverpool. I like Liverpool. West Ham and Newcastle, both teams to score over 2.5. It's minus 105. They're both scoring. We don't care who wins. That third goal doesn't matter. It's going to come at some point. The next game that I do like is Manchester City against Tottenham's rival. They're traveling to the Emirates, which is where Arsenal plays. Manchester City's plus.
How did you get much better odds on the both teams to score? I'm seeing like minus 157.
It's both teams to score over 2.5. It's a combo.
Oh, both teams to score and then like a parlay and then over 2.5 total.
Yeah.
So somebody's
This game's not finishing 1-1, but both teams are going to score.
Wait, what's the actual total then? Do you not play totals in this?
The over's 2.5, but it's like minus.
Juice like crazy. Okay.
Yeah, so that's why you take both teams to score over 2.5. Both teams scores minus 175, and the over as the Bears start to lose this game. I don't have the over in front, but you get what I'm saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
You take both teams to score because they will, and then you don't care who wins the game. You probably worst case scenario get a 2-1. I think there's probably 3 or 4 goals in this game.
All right, I'm with it. I'll tell you.
Man City, Champions League winner, FA Cup winner, Premier League winner from last year against the team that was second place to them in the Premier League. Arsenal's best player, Saka, just got hurt this 2 days ago. The Champions League game against RC Lens in France. That's their best player. He creates the chances. He scores the goals. He takes the penalties. He's an England player, like an England international player. Without Saka, it's tough to gauge where this Arsenal team is. Manchester City is also without one of their best players in Rodri, but better coach team, better coach players, better players. Give me Man City plus 140. This is one of those statement games where it's like they played them twice last year. They beat them 3-1 and 2-1, I think. They will win this game. Greg Stroman just got a sack, dude. He's so much better than Marcus Stroman. It's not even He's the best player in the world. And then, that's it.
Up on tap host, I can't let you be talking like this about Marcus Stroman.
That's it for the Premier League. We will tweet out the MLB picks tomorrow as they come. It's probably going to be, because we have no pictures, it's going to be by the hour. So just stay, throw notifications on for Joey, throw notifications on for me. He won't be giving out no Jordan Montgomery under 15 and a half outs ever again because I have Rangers money like that.
Oh.
It was one of those days where it was like we were on opposite sides that both still could have cashed, and Jordan Montgomery decided to be an absolute prick. So I feel bad. But
I don't know why I did that, but I really just thought.
Listen,
here's my thinking behind it. I'll just give you my thinking. Under 15 and a half, basically what I'm saying is I think he's going to go 5 innings, maybe a little bit less because they're going to go into the bullpen. It's going to be a tight game. He's going to rack up the pitch count. And even if it's like he gives up like 2 runs or something, they're just going to play it safe and go to the bullpen. That was my thinking. Obviously, it did not work out, and I look like a jackass because he ended up going, 21 outs in 7 innings.
No,
so,
he went like 7.5 or 8 innings. Damn, dude. How could we not sack Sam Howell? Okay. All right, 4th and 2. 4th and 2 in the Bears red zone. Dude, I need 56 yards I need 56 yards and Bears money line to hit a plus 20,000. And it's on a $3 bonus bet. I didn't put a lot of money on it. It's fine. Oh, and I actually need 8 yards from Cole Komet. So,
bro, I'm not going to get those yards from Herbie. Herbie's out, right?
I'll let you know.
Did he come back in?
I think he is, though, yeah. Other than that, though, like, put some Premier League out there. I'll put some stuff out from some other leagues. I just haven't really touched up on it, but I'm hot in soccer, so listen, you may not watch it. But yesterday, like the Champions League, of course, the picks that I tweet didn't go 7-0, but they were plus, and they did win money. So just roll with the punches. I tell people all the time, like, the one bet that you take may lose, but if you roll with us over the long run, you're going to win. So
this man, just for everybody watching or listening to this man has been on fire. He's being modest with his soccer picks. Your soccer picks have been on fire, my man. So, yeah, I'm going to start tailing a lot of those. I've been not paying close enough attention until
we're especially on a day like today where we listen, the MLB wildcard round fucking pissed me off. It was all 2-0 sweeps. We were supposed to have at least a couple games today, right? So when I woke up today and I saw, I was like, listen, all you got is Bears money line, and that shit ain't anywhere near a lock. Let me put in some work early. I sprayed and prayed, and not necessarily sprayed and prayed, but I placed all these bets before the lineups were placed. Like this was just like these were all, as I would like to say, precedent bets. They all hit. And the one that was the most worrisome was I made a same game parlay. There's 3 legs. It was both teams to score over 2.5 and Brighton double chance. And it falls under my motto. Brighton, remember I told you, I gave you them against Chelsea. I gave you them against Man U. They came through against both teams. They have been getting fucking smoked the last like 3 games. And I was like, they may not win, but they're not going to lose. So like the last leg of that parlay, Olympic Marseille went up. That's a French team in France, 2-0, 12 minutes into the game. And Brighton battled back, drew the game 2-2. Probably could have doubled down on some crazy shit to get way better odds. I got it at plus 150. I was happy with it. It ended up cashing. But, yeah, like today, as long as the Bears win today, definitely went the way that I wanted it to, no matter what. And we got plenty of units to play with this weekend. Some money to play with on the, a little money to pull out, and play with on the outside of the account. And we'll be good to go. But college football Saturday morning. Saturday, let's say 10 o'clock. We'll go an hour early just because let's get through all the games. There's a full slate of games, and then on top of that too, Fridays I have been on fire. There's like one game actually.
Yeah, those Friday college games. It's
gonna be a lot of MLB tomorrow. It's gonna be a lot of MLB. There's one college game. I will find the winner for us in that game. I don't have it right now, but I do know it's Oklahoma State against Kansas State. I think I'm probably leaning under because there's 53.5. I don't know if Oklahoma State can score. We'll see where we're at tomorrow. I'll tweet that out. We'll get back with you on MLB. And then Saturday we'll be back with college football. But Joey, do you have anything before we wrap up?
Man, so tomorrow night, I really don't have much, but tomorrow night I'm going to let's just say me and a group of friends are going to this haunted house / haunted barn. It's like a maze thing here close to town. And so let's just say if I don't make it early Saturday morning, Bdon,
I'll start the show solo.
It's no. It's because I got abducted. Something happened. Somebody took me. Like there might be some haunted spirits in there, and I might be like fucked up somewhere. So you should probably just search for me. But other than that,
I'll put out the Iowa ticket for you, and I'll find
in my honor. You don't even give a shit. You're not gonna look for me. Just put up the Iowa ticket.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice. That's all I got.
They gave me the Cole Kmet money already. The Bears cash out is $33 away from full completion. The Cole Kmet.
I might wind up. Let's see. I am tracking for 8. I am going to make 10 units tonight. Hopefully, projected.
Oh, you're at 10. So Liberty gave me my first loss of the day. Justin Fields just got waxed. Liberty gave me my first loss of the day.
I heard your brother in the background too.
You heard him. I'm projected 13-1 plus 16.4 units. I know I didn't tweet out any of the soccer picks so they don't count, but
you did tweet the soccer picks. I thought.
Well, at the end of them. But
yeah,
it was. I locked in. I had to work this morning. I was just kind of like. People will think I'm an absolute degenerate if I'm betting on Europa League.
I mean, are they wrong?
Listen, it's not gambling if you win, and that's what we aim to do on this show. With that being said, like I said, Joey, he's got a little bit of stuff to do on Saturday. No matter what, check the timeline tomorrow, Friday, for baseball picks. We'll be here with some college football. I'll get you guys a winner in Oklahoma State, Kansas State. And then we'll be back for a full slate of games on Saturday. And then, too, big news for the show. Next Saturday, South Bend, Indiana. Check either end zone. I don't know which one I'll be at. Media pass, video camera, Bdon, Notre Dame, USC, working in the end zone. Paid to be there. Movie. Move
Let's
the
go.
tears. moved to tears when Ethan called me and told me, he's like, "You coming with me to South Bend next week, my guy?"
That's awesome.
So, yeah. So that is put it on my card for next week. Moneyline spread, team total, Sam Hartman over, SMA over, everything in a Notre Dame slip over. I'm there, boots on the ground. But also, I will say before we do the show on Saturday, get Notre Dame at 6.5 before it pops to 7. Ain't fucking happening. We are going to beat the shit out of Louisville. See you guys on Saturday.
Good.
Oh, go ahead.
One thing. Caleb Williams sucks.
Yeah, he's
I
terrible.
don't care. I know he doesn't. I know technically
He doesn't suck, but he doesn't
Great
suck, but
quarterback.
he's definitely not. He's not coming to the Bears. Oh my God, Fields is at 226. Please throw the ball to Cole Kmet.
We don't want Caleb Williams. I don't want Caleb Williams. I don't want to go through this again. I think Fields is great. I mean, I think he will turn into being really good still. I still have that belief. Maybe I'm getting led on here by these last couple games, but he is always at the talent. There is no throw that he can't make physically. Just not. So it's just getting rid of the ball. It's finding his receivers. It's trusting himself, letting it rip.
They got a late night game that I know we're going to bet on this week.
Was it Hawaii?
It's Arizona, USC, and it's on ESPN too.
Yeah, but USC are like what?
Life support check before we clock out. Plus 20,000, $3 free bet to win 600. I need 8 yards from Cole Kmet and 24 yards from Justin Fields in the fourth quarter. Can it get done?
That can happen.
I need it so bad. I'm going to win a lot more besides that, but that is a plus 20,000. I've never hit anything close to that. So if I put $100 on that, I'm at Turks and Caicos before this game hits the end of the fucking game. So
yeah, but $3 still though. What are you making on that?
It's $3 to win 600.
Whew, yep. Let's go.
Play. So I don't know. PointsBet just gives me these free bets, and they're like, "Well, you have to do it on a same game parlay." So I'm like,
why
"All right."
do they keep giving you these free bets? So I get like
you get them every day.
I get $1 bet from them. That's it. I get $1 bonus bets.
It goes based off the money that you spend on the app. So if you spend,
I guess I've been spreading it out.
I'm maybe like a silver or a bronze spender, but yeah, they were giving me $10 ones. I got a couple 30s the other week, but
that's because you got locked out of an account or two, so you're just like stuck.
PointsBet, Rivers, and fucking MGM, baby. But again, follow Joey at Joey Knows Nothing. Follow me at Bdon 300. Bears money line, take us home, baby. We are here. And we'll be back on Saturday. 2 shows this week. Got a little carried away. A couple more beers. A little bit of Bears football. Want to watch the rest of the game. But we appreciate you guys all for tuning in. We'll be back to you guys later in the week. Crack them. Lock them. Let's win this money this weekend.
And fuck them.
And fuck them.
I'm trying to click it.